What's going on, everybody? I'm Jabby Koei. We've got a trailer here in front of us called Unrecord, official early gameplay trailer. Now, like probably many of you, I kind of passed by this and I thought this was just like real footage, you know, when you kind of scrub through or when you see a little preview when YouTube is suggesting you stuff. Then I saw some comments and some stuff that basically suggested that this is actual gameplay footage. And I was like, oh, this is not a joke. Like, this is for real. That kind of stuff gets me really excited. Like when I see a generational leap in technology, in graphics, in engines, whatever, to support a more realistic looking thing, that always gets me more pumped. I thought we could look at this together. It'll be my first time watching this trailer. You guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. I wonder, before I even look at this, I wonder how much of this will translate into the final product, because I still remember back when like Watch Dogs first dropped their trailers, how amazing, how mind blown we all felt, and then it came out, it's like, oh, it's not quite the same. But anyway, let's check this out together. Here we go. Yo. This is ridiculous. This looks so real.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
This is a joke, right? This is a joke. There's no way that this is real. I mean, excuse me, I cannot believe that this is a CGI. I can't believe this is a game. This is blowing my mind, seriously. I knew what to expect and it's still blowing my mind. How is this possible? This is crazy. I really feel like I'm being punked right now. Like, I can't believe this is a game. You know what helps a lot is that we haven't actually seen any people yet, like their faces. Because we're just looking at environment more than anything else. And the movement looks really good too. Like it feels... Okay, yeah, so you look at the hands.
Where the fuck is Oscar?
Okay. That was very impressive, yo. That was supremely impressive. The environment looks so good. As soon as I saw the hands, that's when it was a giveaway that I was looking at a game. But like, looking at all of this, the environment looks so real. It feels like it's coming right off of like a handy cam. The texture quality, whatever it is, like the filter, it's not grain, right? Or it's like almost like video camera noise that is just very, very subtly in there. Kind of like the camera you might see on a body cam or a head cam for soldier or cop or something, someone in law enforcement, FBI perhaps. But like all the texture, they have gotten down pat. All of this texture looks so good. Like you could pick up one of these rocks and like, you know what I mean? Like it feels, just looking at it, it feels real. When the character kicks the door there and the way it doesn't give right away, the physics feels very, very good. Or it looks very good, I should say. The physics seems like it responds the way it would in real life. Whatever is involved in bringing that to the game, they did such a fantastic job in making this look and feel like something that's actually just being recorded. My mind is blown right now. I cannot believe that this is a game. I've said that so many times already. You know, the real acid test, I guess, is when it comes to or the next acid test, I should say, is with people. We've taken characters pretty far in terms of being able to animate muscles in the face and whatnot to make it look more and more realistic. You know, when we capture that stuff, we're putting dots, not me, but like when, you know, game producers, cinematics producers, whatever, they put the dots on actors' faces to get every little detail. And of course, they've got the camera right there in their face as well to record that, to bring that to life. We've come a long ways in being able to reproduce the way that the face looks when someone's talking. As good as video games typically look when it comes to people, you still don't forget that you're looking at a game most times. There have been instances while playing God of War where I was like, wow, this looks so good. It feels like I'm looking at a person. That's the only time I felt like I've been fooled while playing a game, especially a console game. If I'm being totally honest, I actually expected to be even more blown away with God of War Ragnarok, and I wasn't. Like the first 30 minutes to an hour of the game, I was blown away. But then as I went along, it felt like I was still playing a PS4 game. And I found out that the game was kind of designed that way on purpose so that people could run it smoothly on PS4. Maybe I'm just being a spoiled little brat, but the textures here on the environment look so fantastic. They look so real in a way that is definitely a generational leap, in my opinion. I just hope that when you actually play this on your PC, it doesn't smoke your machine. I hope that your machine can actually handle it and play it at 60 frames per second. I have a RTX 4090. I haven't honestly had much time to use it. I got it right before going on this trip. I'm in India right now, and I've only been able to use it to like do a couple of reaction videos. I haven't had time to play any games and really push it. For those of you curious who are into that stuff, I got the Gigabyte edition because that's the only one that Best Buy had, and I wasn't about to pay an absurd price on Amazon for another brand. If it was up to me, I would have gotten MSI or Asus, but those were not available when I wanted to buy it. It'll be really impressive if they are able to make it look that good on PlayStation 5 or Xbox One X. Or Xbox Series X. Sorry, the Xbox nomenclature messes me up every time. This makes me happy. We've come a long ways. It's scary. It's also scary at the same time that they're able to make the environment look that good. You extrapolate from this, what are the possibilities then for VR and what you can do with that next? Wow. What a time to be alive, man. When I was a kid, the coolest thing was Super Mario Brothers, you know? And now to be able to see this, wow. One thing I'm really wondering about is the type of game that this is. For instance, as an example, you had not True Detective. What am I thinking of? L.A. Noire, sorry. That was the kind of game where it wasn't really about interacting with the environment so much. It was detective work. There wasn't a lot of your character interacting with the environment like you would in The Last of Us, for instance, where you pick up a brick and throw it at somebody. You weren't really touching anything, which would convey even more just how realistic the environment is. When you're not touching the environment, I think it's a little bit easier. Not that I know shit about making a video game. I'm just assuming, because you're not taxing the system as much with as much detail to interact with. I would imagine it's a little bit easier to create those environments. Not that this is easy. There's only so much you can do as the character in this world in order to support it looking this good, is what I'm driving at ultimately. But if you're able to pick up like a pebble, you know, in this sort of world, and it still looks realistic and reflects the way you would with ray tracing and all that, that'll be even more impressive. But just looking at this at a cursory glance off of a trailer, I am blown away. I cannot believe that this looks as good as I was convinced while watching it that I was looking at a just someone recording something, you know, like just a production, a video shoot. But then when we got towards the end and I saw the hands of the character, I'm like, okay, that's the giveaway. So anyway, I've said enough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. I would love to know your feelings in the comments below. Do subscribe, bell icon, all notifications. Please vote this up. I'm Jabby Kuwait. Peace out.